Hi everyone, Morten Aastad here. Good Sunday morning. It is August the 2nd, and I've had a bit of a slow start to the Sunday, like you should probably. So I've been watching some of my fellow YouTubers' videos this morning. I watched Richie from the old tap house there in Denver, talking about some of his latest finds. And of course I ended up putting things in my wish list because of you, Richie. That was especially a record by Michael Head. Because, like you, I was also inspired by probably Gavin, maybe also Jack a while back, and got some records by Shed. But you might have also seen that I got an earlier record from him and his brother. Oh God, what do they call it again? Fountain something. The weird one with a picture of the the Budapest Hungarian uprising there in 1956. And then I watched Rob Walker look at a big stack of singles that he had taken down from his loft. And I also watched one Richie. So what happened earlier this week for me is that my Stylus gave up for ghosts. So I was about to listen to this record, and the previous record was sort of in the middle of it, and things started happening. So I just had to put a kibosh on the old vinyl listening. So I've been listening to CDs and streaming for the last few days, which isn't the worst thing in the world. And so this one needs to be played. And then I was watching Vinyl Richie's video, excellent video on L7, which is what I'm sporting here, my L7 t-shirt. And I grabbed some L7, and I gotta fix my Stylus because I need to listen to L7, and because of course Jennifer Finch, the bass player and occasional vocalist songwriter from L7, unfortunately passed away. Was it last week? From I think they announced it, and then just a couple of days passed. They were going to start a GoFundMe or whatever they call that. But apparently it was very, very aggressive brain cancer. So, but Vinyl Richie, he did a really good video on his collection of L7s, and I still don't have their first album, and I don't have their reunion album, which came out, was it in 2019? While Richie showed a signed copy of that with Jennifer's autograph on it, and it gave me goosebumps. Rob also made me remind myself I need to get my Stylus in place, so I can listen to the records he sent me. I've already listened to the Manic Street Preachers. I managed to do that before the Stylus went. But I still have his other records that he gave me, and I still haven't gotten around to listen to the records I got from the record fair on Sunday last week, which, I had these Ahas, The Cure, Duran Duran, Jam, Ian McCulloch, also Ian McCulloch, earlier solo single from 1984, Kylie, The Specials, The Stone Roses, Sugar Cubes, or as they say in Danish, Sukkerknald. And here's the old football program Rob sent me. So yesterday I went out and I bought a new Stylus from a record shop here in Oslo, because they are cheaper than the hi-fi stores. So it's your Autophone Stylus Red 2M. You know, they last, with my usage, usually about 6 months or so. Someone would probably tell me I should buy the blue one, but then again, yeah, twice the price. Do they last any longer? I don't know. In that process of buying that, I also bought me some cleaning liquid for my records. Go through a few of those every year. And then I noticed that over at the Big Dipper they had put out a lot of records in their bargain bins. So what the records they put out in their bargain bins are new records. It's not the same as their second-hand records. And yeah, they put out the brand new album, well, November, I think it was, of my, well, I call them my friends in the Norwegian folk prog rock band that Scot talks about. So I was thinking I was going to do an individual video for this, but I have made quite a few videos about Tusmørke, and I'll just tell you to go and check out Tusmørke and Scot over at his Prog channel, because he interviews them and he talks about them, and his enthusiasm, of course, as we know, is just amazing. But here is the latest album from Tusmørke. I have quite a few now. So this is Balderdom. It is appears to be a character with a cloak made of camouflage, maybe. Or it's a wrong interpretation. I thought, I thought this was a photograph, but it's actually a painting. Oopsie daisy. Okay. Yeah. And the other thing I went in there to buy were new plastic sleeves, but they were sold out, so I'll have to do without those for a few days or weeks sometimes. They have them at another record store, but I don't like the ones they sell. They're too big. Yeah, so here is the current lineup of Tusmørke, which, this is the two twin brothers, and yeah, usually other guys come and go. And if these guys usually, if the other guys, if they're not in Tusmørke, they seem to be in one of the other Norwegian prog rock bands that Scot will tell you about in his videos, very enthusiastically. So yeah, I paid half the price. I think it was. Yeah. So the new price was 379, and I paid 179. I think so. Very, very nice price there, I must say. And if you've seen my videos, you know I love Tusmørke. There's an insert here with some information, thanks, and all that. Tusmørke on this record was, of course, Krisla and Benedictator. I used to work with Benedictator. And it was also Kusken, who plays drums on side A, and Brennesle on drums and percussion on the long song on side B called Lead Shalv. And the guy who calls himself Selve Kraften is the guy who does the it seems like, yeah, various instruments with the piano type. Oh my god, yeah, you know what I mean, hopefully. So yeah. So the 4 songs on side A came about in November 2022 for a winter solstice celebration at Oslo Bastuforening. Yeah, but of course it did. So yeah. So yeah, I'm very happy to have that. And I should, of course, also show you the vinyl. Okay. This is why I hate these things. Throw it away so it doesn't... Here we go. And it's even a colored vinyl. Look at that. So yeah, what to call this video? I don't know. A record addict in Oslo, Norway goes on and on about stuff on video. Here we go, guys. This is Tusmørke. Wonderful Tusmørke. Then I also got a CD because not having the Stylus made me play Yes CDs, and that reminded me I should get their latest album. I'm of two minds. Should I start collecting Yes on vinyl? And I always come to the conclusion, no. Because I do listen to Yes a lot, and I have all their studio albums on CD, and I just find that their music, for me, lends itself to CD, because there are such lengthy pieces, and it's almost as if the music of Yes was made in the time of CD in a way. I mean, after a while it was, but yeah, you know what I mean. Anyway, this is Aurora by Yes, the 24th studio album from the legendary progressive rock band Steve Howe, Jeff Downes, Billy Sherwood, John Davison, and Jay Shellen. There you go, guys. I'll just get that open for you. I don't talk about Yes a lot, because there's no need to. My knowledge of them is that I like to listen to them and have for probably around 40 years. And that's up, all the Yes purists always have something they want to say about, lineups and all that stuff. I mean, my introduction to Yes was I was a 12-year-old kid, 11-year-old kid, and heard Owners of a Lonely Heart, and bought that record back then, and then just... So actually I have that one and a couple of others from way back on vinyl, by the way, just in case you were wondering. I even had some cassettes. Yeah, there is very nice looking CD, I must say. Current iteration of the band. Do we have the CD itself? As always, most of the time, lovely artwork. And a booklet. Various photos from the studio. And I really enjoyed the previous album a lot. Played it a lot. Much more than a few of the others before, but yeah. So thought I'd show you some of the other records that I have waiting to listen to. Still haven't gotten around to. Mars Volta. We have the 30th anniversary reissue or recreated of Placebo's debut album. And we have Siberia by Echo and the Bunnymen. I just went online a few days ago and pre-ordered their new album, which is their first new studio album in, I think it is, was it 14 years? This is of course the other record that Rob gave me, Pylon. We have Keen, Under the Iron Sea. I made a video about me opening this, but it hasn't been finished yet. And Stereophonics, Just Enough Education to Perform. So I'm now 2 away from having all. I realized that Echo and the Bunnymen, I cannot finish my vinyl studio album collection with Echo and the Bunnymen because the record called Fountain something has never been released on vinyl. Next up, I thought I'd do a separate video for this, but I don't know. I think I'll just open it here. So shout out goes to Russ, because this is a record by the Gits and Russ Shaw over there in the Pacific Northwest, Seattle, Ballard. He's the one who, he kind of introduced me to them, and I got their first and secondary albums reissued. All the story about Mia Zapata. So the record company are reissuing 4 of their records, which seems maybe a little strange because they only made 2. One of them was posthumous. But this one came out for Record Store Day, so it's what I've been looking for, and I found it at a Danish record shop called Moby Disc. Because it was not available in our one record store day related or participating shop here in Oslo, but here it is. That's nice. So this is the Gits, etc. And if I understood it correctly, this is mostly live recordings. So yeah, let's get it open. This video ends up being quite long, so I did buy one more record yesterday, but that was something by the Rolling Stones, so that will definitely be a separate video because it's the Rolling Stones. So I don't know what the 4th reissue they're going to do will be, but I have it from reputable sources that it is the case. So same style of cover art, although the first 2 were white. This one, of course, looks red, but with embossed covers. There you go, guys. I don't know if it's possible to make out, but this is embossed. So we have tracks called Bob, Social Love, Tight Pants, Precious Blood, Cut My Skin, It Makes Me Human, I Was Only Telling a Lie, It Doesn't Matter, Absent, as in the drink, Slaughter of Bruce, A, the letter A. Daily Bread, While You're Twisting, I'm Still Breathing, and Blue Spirit Blues. So, first of them are live on KDVS 1992. We have something called Barfing Blues Band 1987. Then we have Mia Zapata live at the Albion 1993. Those are 4 of the tracks. We have live at the Off Ramp 1992. Live on KDVS, 2 tracks. Live at Club Commotion 1993. While You're Twisting, I'm Still Breathing is a 7-inch single version from 1991. And finally, Mia Zapata live at Canal Street Tavern 1987. Yeah, there we go. So those are the tracks there, guys. Oh, we have the Gits sticker. They haven't done that for the other records, as far as I know. Maybe I didn't look closely enough. Here we go. And yeah, not really any. The other records had, various people writing about Mia and the band and everything, but not a lot of information on the content here. And the vinyl is white. Here we go. Yeah, guys, so thanks for hanging out with me a little bit there on a Sunday, showing you a couple of new records. Wonderful getting a Yes single. Very happy to get finding that brand new Tusmørke record. Well, 8 months old, but still brand new. The latest album at an amazing price. I recommend that you check out my earlier videos about Tusmørke, and of course go to Scot's channel for that. I'll leave links to that in the description. And of course the wonderful the Gits, introduced to me by the equally wonderful Russ over there in the Pacific Northwest. And all you guys that I mentioned, head over to their channels, to Richard, to Richie, and Rob Walker, of course, and Gavin and Jack. Yeah, that's all she wrote, guys. So hopefully I'll be able to attach this thing on my record player and start playing some vinyl again. Thanks for watching, guys. Please click like, that helps my channel. If you want to subscribe, well, that makes me happy, and I hope to see you soon in another video. Take care. Bye bye.